Those of you who've worked in a restaurant or in retail can attest to the fact that the worker-customer relationship can be kind of shaky at times. Customers think the workers are soulless drones whose only purpose in life is to fulfill their needs, and workers think customers are soulless drones whose only purpose in life is to piss them off. I've been on both sides of the counter, so I'm going to try to ease the tension a bit with a little bit of advice for both employees and customers. First off, I want to go ahead and dispel the myth that the customer is always right. This was a popular customer service philosophy decades ago, and people have kind of taken it too far. The fact is, the customer is not always right. In fact, the customer is almost never right, which makes sense. I mean, how can you know more about what I'm doing at my job than I do? So if you're a customer, make sure you know what you're talking about before you complain. Then there's just customer courtesy. For example, if at all possible, please have your money and or card ready before you get to the register. I really don't want to watch you fumble through your purse to find 2 quarters, which leads me to my next point. Guys, receiving change is not so bad. Some people insist on doing everything they can to reduce the amount of coins they receive as change, even if it means turning their purse upside down and wading through the lint and gum wrappers to find 4 pennies. Seriously, it's not that deep. Just take the goddamn change. You're holding the line up. And when you're done with your order at the restaurant, get the f out of the line. I don't know how often it's been where a guy will just stand there looking at me after making his order. It's like, dude, your food will be ready in a minute. Stop staring at me. It's creepy. Oh, and my God, please don't go into a store right before it's about to close. That's one of the most annoying things you can do. I know it's still technically open, but most stores use those last few minutes to start cleaning up and handling other closing duties, and you're just being an asshole by making them have to stay longer. Lastly, for the love of God, tip. Most people who make tips rely heavily on those tips for a good bit of their take-home pay. Tips are the reason that they continue to work there. Like, if you don't have enough money to buy with your buying and tip, then don't buy anything. I used to be a delivery driver, and one time this guy ordered some food, and when I brought it to him, he was like, "Sorry man, no tip. Times is hard." So is English, apparently. And it's like, dude, you just spent $25 on some f***ing chicken wings. Times can't be that hard where you can't add $2 or $3 more. Now to all the employees, you just gotta learn to keep your cool. I know some customers are just straight up evil, but think about it this way. As long as you do your job, you continue to get paid, whether or not some manic soccer mom is happy with your service. And don't get mad at customers if they're doing something, but they don't know that they're not supposed to do it. Dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to touch the damn glass at Subway. Don't yell at me. Also, if you're helping a customer and the phone rings, try to ignore the phone until you find a stopping point where you can answer it. The person calling will definitely be less annoyed than the person standing right in front of you that you're ignoring. Lastly, smile. I know it sounds stupid, but we can all say we have a better experience when the person behind the counter is smiling and being nice. Just do it. Smiles make people feel better and thus less likely to do something to piss you off. I think I could have summed up this whole video by just saying don't be a douchebag, which is really a good philosophy to live by, not just in restaurants and retail, but in life in general. Think about it. Holla.